Hi, Earth Angel Tracey here. This is the one of the exercises that I promised my followers that I would provide them with as they enjoyed the live webinar where I was able to share this with them. So this is something that I will keep available for whoever would like to do it. This particular exercise or ritual or meditation is really about identifying where you have blocks within your chakra, and it's your trauma blocks, okay? And most of us have many. So it's really important that you do this as often as you can, with a 2 or 3 day gap between the two. And this will help with being able to release what you need to for your higher purpose and higher abilities in moving forward in a more loving and wholeness way. So, no further ado, let's get started. So, the first thing you need to do is ground yourself. That means if you're in a seated position, make sure that your feet are planted straight on the ground. If you're doing this laying down, even better. So, what I would recommend if you are laying down and not feeling grounded to earth would be to do a bit of a grounding session first. So, that means you take your deep breaths and you go into state of calm, and then you start to visualize your feet growing roots down through to the ground into the earth and embedding your grounding roots of your body and your being into the ground, and then commence with this little ritual. So basically, I'll give you a rundown of what we're going to do, and then I'll do a demonstration for you, and you can play this yourself. And you can just listen to my voice as opposed to watching the video when you're actually doing it. So there'll be a two-part section within this video. Okay, so I'm going to do the ritual. The first thing I'm going to do is take my 4 deep breaths, and it's always 4 seconds inhale, 8 seconds exhale, and it's by four. Okay. Now what I'm doing is I am feeling for cold spots within my body where I may feel a blockage. With the blockages, they can be past trauma within this lifetime. They can also be past lifetimes trauma within our body. Now, most of us women who have belly weight in the sacral region, our womb region, means that we have a lot of blockages here. And this is something that I've been working on. You can focus on, in particular, times in which you have had um, heartbreak or anything that has been of trauma in your emotional sector sits in our lower abdomen area. Um, for me, I've got nothing at the top, mine's all down the bottom, and so that is my sacral area, and that's where I'm constantly working. And I'm finding that as I'm doing this, I'm actually losing weight naturally too. So um, I'm personally finding it is working, and I'm feeling that release. So I do this twice a week for myself. So what you're doing is you're feeling down till you find that cold spot. And then what I want you to do is just concentrate on that area. Now you've got to remember that this trauma has been sitting in you for a very long time. Okay? You have mothered it, you have nurtured it, and you have loved it, and you have just absorbed it into you as being part of you for a very long time. So the idea is to encourage it to come out and offer it your hands, okay? Offer it your cupping hands and ask it to come out and sit in your hands and visualize it as an orb, okay? Give it a color. You can give it a name if you want to give it a name. And I want you to be able to really harness in and visualize this beautiful little orb that was a part of you. It now has a color. It may have a name. And I want you to speak to your orb. This is your baby. This is a part of you, okay? It has helped you become the person you are today. Whether it was a painful experience, whether it was a loss and you grieved, whatever that may have been, it has helped you in some way, shape, or form. But we no longer need that to be sitting within us anymore because you have learnt your lessons, you have experienced it, and you have been able to overcome it. So it's now time to release that trauma, okay? So the whole idea is now, once you're experiencing, visualizing it, the color, the name, I want you to speak to it and ask it, have I learnt everything I needed to from the experience that you provided me? Take a moment to listen. When you get your answer, if you want to ask any more questions, do. And then take another moment to get your answer. When you're happy with everything that you have conversed with your baby orb, thank it for the experience. Thank it for being a part of you. Okay? Now the idea is to release that baby orb to the universe and ask the universe to transmute it into unconditional love and return it to you. Wait a moment and allow it to return to you. And look into your hands. What color is it now? Thank it for returning to you in unconditional love. Place it back within you where it was. And rest assured, you'll start feeling better. Each time you unblock this and you transmute it into unconditional love and bring it back to you, you're healed of that particular trauma. This can help with addictions. This can help with compulsive, obsessive, issues where anxiety, depression, it can help with so many different things that we associate with responding to trauma. And it lies dormant in us for a very long time. Okay. So it's really about having the knowledge and the know-how to do these things for yourself. And I would highly recommend that if you have the opportunity to actually go and see a Reiki healer and get a full front and back Reiki done. Steve Harmon is in our group. He is a Reiki master and absolutely marvelous. I can recommend him. I have been to him twice, and you will have a phenomenal experience whilst being with him. So I can highly recommend him, and we probably have some females in the group as well. Michelle Lee, I believe, is she's a Reiki master as well. So if there's anyone that if you prefer female over male, that's fine. But I assure you that Steve is fabulous. Anyway, so that is what this little exercise is about, and I will be doing many more. So now I'm just going to stop the demonstration and now talk you through the process. So if you want to use the second part of this video just to hear my voice as a podcast, you're welcome to do so. Okay. So it's 10 minutes on the clock, okay? Here we go. And I should turn my phone off. My apologies. Okay, here we go. 10:15 on the clock. Take one slow, deep breath for 4 seconds in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe like normal. Keep your eyes closed. Relax. Place your hands in front of your body from your throat chakra and move it slightly, slowly down the front of your body. What you're seeking is any trauma blocks, whether that's in your throat, in your heart, or in your other chakra areas. For women, we tend to find them most in our sacral region, which is below our belly button, in our womb region. When you find a cold spot and you know that the trauma is there, cup your hands together and ask it to come out and be with you in your hands now. Once you visualize it in your hands, ask it to show itself as an orb. Now you have a orb light in your hand. What color is your orb? Do you wish to give it a name? Thank your orb for coming out to be with you in your hands, for trusting you to care for it. Ask your orb, have you learnt what you needed to from the experience that the orb gave you? If your answer is yes, that's wonderful. If you have any other questions that you wish to ask, do I need to hold on to you any longer? Is there anything further I need from you? If your answers are no, then you are safe to release your orb. Pull your arms out in front of you and high above your head and visualize your orb being sent to the universe. As you see your orb floating up into the universe, ask the universe to transmute the pain that you once had in your body into unconditional love, and to send that orb as unconditional love back to you into your hands. This is your baby. This has been a part of you for a very long time. It does belong to you. But we no longer need to suffer with the trauma and pain. It can be transmuted into unconditional love now. Our lessons have been learned. The experience no longer needs to have an impact on us other than being positive. Here comes your orb returning to you. It's now landed in your hands. What color is your orb now? Wow, it's so beautiful. Your baby is home. Thank it for returning to you and thank the universe for doing such a marvelous job of transmuting it into unconditional love purely for you. Return to your body where that orb once lived. Ask it to return home into you. Feel the warmth of the love that is now within you. Bring yourself back into reality now. You may open your eyes and know that you are unconditional love. With each time you do this exercise and you transmute your traumas, your past pains, anything that is not serving your highest purpose within you into unconditional love and return it into your body, you feel whole. You feel unconditional love. You are healing yourself. Thank you, universe. Thank you to your orb. Thank you to yourself for loving yourself and nurturing yourself. Thank you from Tracey for being a part of this, and I hope this is helpful for you. All the best. Love and light. Namaste. Bye for now.